Welcome to the best Dominion cards list. This is the fifth part, the middle third of the cards costing 3 coins. Rank 21, Black Market. Here's your first promo, which is on the same rank as last year, but it has a very high spread of ranks. It was voted 14 times above average, but on the other side, 3 times on the last rank. This makes it the card with the highest deviation in this list. It's hated by many players as it has a very high luck factor. You may draw in turn 3 the only curse-giving attack in the game, but you may also draw Treasure Map, Fool's Gold and Peddler. Or you draw 3 potion cost cards when you don't have a potion in play, or even in your deck. Playing your treasures in the buy phase can lead to many confusing rules questions, but can also lead to the well-known Tactician and Black Market combo, where you can discard your hand in a Tactician turn with another Tactician after you've played all your treasures with Black Market. Many cornucopia cards also benefit from the diversity you add to your deck by buying many cards from Black Market. The most famous combo may be Fairgrounds in Black Market, where Fairgrounds can easily be worth 6, but even 8 victory points are possible. But also cards like Harvest or Menagerie benefit from such diverse decks you can get from the Black Market. So when do you really want to buy a Black Market when there's no Fairgrounds or Tactician in the supply? On weak boards it might worth it, or you know there are many good attacks in the Black Market pile and don't want your opponent to get them. Or you don't want to win at all costs and just have fun playing with it and your friends and rely on your luck. Rank 20. Look out from Seaside. There's the next card with a high deviation. This is the last card with the last rank, and it has even 2 of them. But it has also 16 above average votes. And it lost a lot of points with a big drop in medium, which led in a drop of 1 rank in comparison to last year. The positive part, it's a non-terminal treasure, which is of course very powerful. It can trash a card which is even not in your hand. It also counters top deck attacks, especially Sea Hag, very well. Sea Hag Lookout is currently the 44th best opening. And with the support of spying cards, you are guaranteed trashing a bad card. All this is similar to Loan, but Loan can only trash the first card. With Lookout you can even choose between 3 cards. But in the late game it's a dead card in your hand because it becomes dangerous. Who doesn't fear drawing 3 provinces or even colonies and having to trash one? More and more players seem to rank it that low because of that fear. The fear isn't justified mostly, but you have to keep that in mind, especially if you have only 2 or even 1 card in your drawing deck. Rank 19, Oasis from Hinterlands. Oasis is 1 rank higher than last year. It has also significantly more agreement. It was voted 22 times above average. At first I've read it as +1 action, +1 coin, basically a copper. But it's much better as you get money out of your victory cards or curses, like Vault or Secret Chamber do. It's limited to 1 card, but it's a cantrip. It's not a very strong card, but it is a very nice addition to many strategies, especially if there's no heavy trashing possible, and especially good on coursing boards or on boards with early greening. If there are hand size reducing attacks on the board, Oasis is on the other side rarely a good buy. It synergizes well with draw up to X cards, so it's no surprise that Jack of all trades Oasis on 111 is a little bit better as an opener than simply Jack of all trades and silver. Rank number 18, Sage from Dark Ages. Here's the first Dark Ages card in this list. They are all close together. Are the 3 cost cards from Dark Ages hard to rank, or are they simply mostly mediocre? We'll see. Sage was voted 19 times above average and has, like most Dark Ages cards in this list, a high deviation. Sage is a great opener, especially with Marauder or Sea Hag, where it helps to play the cursor basically every turn and also skip over cursors or runes later in the game. It helps also to get other key cards like potion or treasures in your hand that you want to have early. Don't fear to add silver into your deck because it still helps you to cycle faster. Otherwise it often plays as a weak scheme because you can't choose the card you want to have in your hand and even may put a province in your hand later in the game. Rank 17 Storeroom from Dark Ages. Storeroom is the next Dark Ages card, the first one with an average above 50%. Storeroom is generally a weak card, but can shine in a handful of situations. It is more like an upgraded secret chamber than an upgraded cellar. Its discarding makes it one of the best tunnel enablers, and it combos well with Tacticians, Scrying Pool, any draw up to X engines or Menagerie. But it works especially well with important treasure cards. Almost every potion cost card synergizes well with it, and Storeroom Philosopher's Stone might be the best one, as it is similar to Herbalist and Philosopher's Stone. But the buy and cycling is also great with Fool's Gold, Quarry, and decent with ill-gotten gains. It also guarantees to get to 4 coins for sure in games without discarding attacks, which is great with gardens. But in most other games, this card isn't worth picking up. Rank 16 Urchin with Mercenary from Dark Ages. Urchin basically has the same average as Storeroom, only 0.02 percentage points are between those cards. Urchin has a way higher median and the second highest deviation in this list. In the unweighted list, it would have been 2 ranks higher, on rank number 14. Urchin is a weak attack. It hurts rarely, only in really thin decks, and is in the beginning at best a cantrip card purse, but often worse because you have mostly an estate or shelter in hand. Its best use is to use its ability to convert it into a mercenary if you play 2 urchins or another second attack in one turn. Mercenary itself is also very board dependent. It's very good in games without treasures and especially in chunking games where you can pick up urchin as second attack and trash with mercenary than the incoming chunk. But you still have to trash with mercenary to get its big benefit, what makes it less useful in the late game. Rank 15 Village from the base game. Village is one of the cards with the lowest deviation. It lost 1 rank comparing to last year, ignoring Dark Ages. It has only 4 votes in the lower third. Vanilla Village is very hard to rank. How do you rank a card that basically does nothing beside giving an additional action? It's a card that is important for all engines, but it is useless if big money is the dominant strategy. It's no exciting card for sure, but when there are all other engine components there, you're glad to have it. The low ranks may come from big money players and the high ranks from engine builders. So there's a mediocre ranking. Am I right? Rank number 14, Oracle from Hinterlands. It was one of the most undervalued cards for a long time, and it went another rank up this year. It even gained a lot of consensus this year, and in the unweighted ranking it's 2 ranks lower. So maybe newer players still underestimate it. A 2-card draw with a spy effect seems so innocent, but sometimes you even prefer to Smithy, which itself is a good 4-cost card. You can use it very well in big money games where the additional attack part comes handy. The problem with the attack is, like Spy, you do little damage with messing up the top cards. But discarding 2 cards to draw the next 2 helps cycling through your deck in the early game. But you draw still only 2 cards, what is still not very good if you use it in an engine. And the luck factor is high, and you have to make hard decisions. Do you want to make your opponent discard a Sylvan Estate? It really depends on the card he has in hand, but you don't know that. On the other side, it's great if you can discard 2 golds. So the attack part is weak, mostly you buy it because you need the +2 cards, with the minimized draw luck, which is good in big money. Rank 13, Forager from Dark Ages. Forager has 7 votes above 80%, but some low votes on the other side prevent it being in the upper third. No non-terminal treasures are always strong, and Forager is the best out of the comparable Lookout and Lone in this list. It has also the important plus buy you often need for engines. It's also a weaker version of Spice Merchant, as it both offers the buy and is non-terminal, but it lacks the draw, what is the biggest drawback of this card, as it decreases the hand size. Lookout and Lone don't do that. The variable bonus part makes it similar to Trade Route, but it is non-terminal and gets more coins in the beginning, what makes it a way better opening. This is also great with trashing attacks like Knights, where gold and silver easily gets in the trash. Rank number 12, Tunnel from Hinterlands. Tunnel loses 1 rank in comparison to last year, but a lot of points. It was voted 14 times below average, and it even got a first place once. Tunnel's 2 victory points for only 3 coins is already very good. You have to pay 2 coins more for getting 1 point more, and the reaction part is really strong. Mostly there is at least 1 card on the board which can trigger it. It combos great with Vault, Embassy, Warehouse, Storeroom and such. Young Witch and Tunnel is currently the 76th best opening. So Tunnel is one of the rare scenarios when buying a victory card as an opening buy can be really good beside Island. It's also a great defense against discard attacks like Militia, Goons or Margrave or even Minion. On boards with many discarding synergies, you mostly can observe a rush for tunnels. And then not only the tunnels can deplete, the gold pile can too. But still it's very situational. If there's no action which can discard, tunnel is nice in the late game if you miss 5 coins, but is still no game changer. So thanks for watching the ranks 21 to 12 from the free cost cards. I hope I get the next part up soon. And thanks for watching. Until next time, comments and feedback please leave in YouTube below or in the forums. Till next time, bye.